modern airliner is a device with 1 million parts that pushes fragile humans to the edge of space and the edge of the sound barrier. The failure of one or two of those parts at precisely the right moment, and the whole magnificent system falls to earth, often killing hundreds.
One of the co-pilots came rushing back several times, back and forth, and you could look at the eyes of the stewardess and know that we were in serious trouble. Just look at their eyes.
Mary and Jim Call did what few people have done. They survived an airline disaster. Theirs came aboard one of the troubled early McDonnell Douglas DC-10s on a 1989 flight to Chicago. Everything seemed perfectly routine until a loud bang rocked the plane. Soon the pilot made an announcement.
After we did the big dive and we heard the big boom, he told us that we lost the tail engine. We really weren't aware that there was a big gaping hole in the back of the plane.
He said he wasn't going to kid us. It was going to be rough, very rough. He said he wasn't going to kid us.
What Jim and Mary didn't know was that the number 2 engine in the tail had lost a fan disc. In an instant, the disintegrating fan's shrapnel punctured all 3 of the plane's redundant hydraulic lines, causing all the hydraulic fluid to leak out, and at the same time chopped off a piece of the tail. With no hydraulics, the captain had no control of the aircraft. Other aircraft use a 4th separate line in case of accidents like this. At least one passenger knew exactly what was happening. He built commercial airliners for a living.
I recognized some of the noises the aircraft was making. The hydraulic systems were sucking air. I just thought we're dead. No hydraulics, no control. No wing surfaces, no brakes, no nothing.
For over 40 unforgettable minutes, this DC-10 carrying Bill Mackin and the Calls hurtled through the sky. It almost turned over at least 3 times. Passengers watched in horror as the crew dumped excess fuel in preparation for a crash. Surprisingly, there was little panic on board.
Some crying, some people cried, some people prayed.
No, there wasn't hysterics. There was some silent sobbing, people saying the Lord's Prayer, but not the mass hysteria that you would expect.
No, there was not hysteria at all. People were very, very calm.
Looking at each other.
A TV crew was standing by. Through an incredible piece of flying by the captain, the huge wide body controlled only by the 2 outboard engines miraculously made it to the Sioux City airport. It came to earth only yards short of the runway.
We were just like being tossed like rag dolls every which way. I got knocked up and I saw the flames shoot over top of my the left side of the cabin.
All the overhead bins opened up, everything come flying out through the cabin, and we saw the fire and fireball come down the first class section, and I could feel the heat and see the fire, but I never did get burned. It never got to me.
Incredibly, 185 people, including Bill Mackin, the Calls, and the captain, walked away from this fiery disaster. Sadly, 111 weren't so lucky.